moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Bouakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Bouakai
Prince, when a government who has proven and shown that there's no sense of direction, there's no sense of governance, there's no sense of leadership, they begin to introduce what we call diversional tactics. What that is, to distract the people, because you want, you're not governing. Two, there's hardship in the country. So you must always go back to find something to divert and to take away the attention of the people to what you're doing now. In this case, we say you are haunting Yeke. But Yeke is not an issue, my brother. You want to know the issue? Go to Lofa. Look, it is crazier in Lofa than we are seeing on social media. Yeke has never been the issue. Like we heard a young man said, I was out of the country when this whole thing started. But you know why they are very much paying attention to Yeke? Because Yeke has an information that the rest of Liberia does not have. Bouakai went into Guinea, made up an agreement that is very detrimental to the country. It is in the hands of Yeke. Yeke is friends with Doumbouya. Doumbouya has told Yeke there's an ultimatum to what is going on now. And that ultimatum, my brother, it is very detrimental to our country. Bouakai knows this, but he will not tell the Liberian people because he knows that it's very detrimental to even his own. Bouakai does not have a future. In 1 second, while I digressed. Bouakai does not have a future. So he's taking the entire country down with him. We look at what's happening to the likes of Safoko and the rest. I know we are going to get into those talking, but my brother, when you don't have a sense of direction, you'll be playing like a Kolehe Chiki.
Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. Barack Obama said, change, yes we can. And I, George Weah, said, power to the people. Yes, we must.
Get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention.
Now set from July 29 to August the 2nd.
In the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for strategic policy dialogue, CDC USA leadership elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony, featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tie Wanto, Mrs. Welamida Sadie Tab, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kaba, Councillor Garmonde Clinton, Civicus Basigia, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Leto Abraham Moibab, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring nights with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and Boxer, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania
from July 29 to August the 2nd.
Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement, be a part of the vision, be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org.
Or contact the convention committee at 301-383-6874.
CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come, renewing for results.
Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. Barack Obama said, change, yes we can. And I, George Weah, said, power to the people, yes we must. Fellow citizens,
get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention.
Now set from July 29 to August the 2nd.
In the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for Strategic Policy Dialogue, CDC USA Leadership Elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tier Wanto, Mrs. Willamida Sadie Tarp, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kabab, Councillor Garmonde Clinton, Civicus Basigiab, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Leto Abraham Moibab, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring nights with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and Boxer, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania
from July 29 to August the 2nd.
Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement, be a part of the vision, be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org.
Or contact the convention committee at 301-383-6874.
CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come, renewing for results.
I consider how we bebe. Jaruji, wa. Jaja was a walk my way. They one way. You want daily. You know what daily. What daily is doing. Mono what daily, what daily, what daily, what daily. I'm okay. Singing my water's out with her. Then you have a quick one. I was in your day, baby. Give the one of that when you put up when you want. Didn't want way. Presume what did it? Presume what did it soon? Representative Sonny Bonner. I never go back. Money for an antique far. Representative, Speaker of the House, Claudio, Capon Polio. Elijah Matia. I go. And I tell you one way. Tell you one. And I go. You are not your boy. You're not your boy. No, no, Glad you're back now. Tell wow. Brazola, tell wow. Tell wow. Tell wow. In a everybody, I'm okay. I don't Then I join Naga. I would join Naga. No way to Naga. Like I join Naga. Go down one year. I join Naga. No, you're not telling me. Presola tere serani, owa tere we. Ina popo ni omu kuja kono you want some. See the kwada se okwisa pepe. Money will blow man decide you.
That's how we do it right here, fellas, like here and some in abroad. Join us and for us the show. Wherever you are. I'm open your fire everywhere. Presola, tell wow. In a guy anywhere. I am the one that knows the law. That you want to tell you why. I want what I just say. I can't tell you why. You tell you wow. He goes by the stage name. I go to he calls this one Terewa. Broke the law. I just said you my boy I broke the law. We are not coming to law breaking. That's what we'll be discussing here today. That's how we do it right here, fellow Liberians who better abroad. Oh man, I hear it one, tell it one, I hear it one. That's how we do it right here, Liberians who better abroad. Amen.
But he didn't want what? He didn't want
Money fanatico fa.
So let's hit the share button right now. It's going to be wonderful, I'm telling you. After almost 2 or 3 weeks, oh, today is going to be hot.
You are not your boy. You're not your boy. Now.
Sometimes the music is so all right, we gotta take down this music. Friends are breaking that is not happening. Okay, no problem. No problem.
Money will blow man decide.
We got to take down the music. Time is not in our favor. But fellow Liberians, home and abroad, as usual, we want to use this time to welcome each and every one of you. Want to say thank you so very kindly for your presence here. It's always a privilege. I mean, always a privilege whenever we have the opportunity to kind of like be on here. And, I have some wonderful time with our people. I want to say welcome to all of you. As usual, what we usually ask you to do is to hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and let's all have a wonderful time. You don't necessarily have to agree with us, but whenever you are on here, come on here with the facts, because here we do not compromise the facts. The fact is one thing that we do not compromise. So when you are coming here to either condemn, to criticize, or to, say whatever you want to say, come with the facts, because if the facts are not provided, then it is unfortunate. And, our people here will not take you serious. Yeah. So when you are coming, come with the facts. So again, I want to say welcome to each and every one of you. It has been almost about 3 weeks away from here, because we've been very busy. When I mean very busy, we've been very busy. Our schedules has been kind of like crazy. But I want to say thanks to each and every one of you who have stayed and following, on other segments. You've been very, I mean, you've been following. I want to say thank you so much. In a special way, I want to use this time to welcome Wise Colley, watching us there from Monrovia. My brother Wise Colley, how are you? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine, you and the family. Abel, thank you so much. Galaduo, thank you so much, Abel. We appreciate your presence, Abel. Want to say you are highly welcome. Zuzi Lamadan, thank you so much, Zuzi Lamadan. We appreciate your presence here. How are you and the family? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. I want to welcome my own sis, Moose Cassell. How are you? Thank you so very kindly for your presence here. I want to say hi to you there and the family. I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. Thank you so much. You continue to be very, you are a source of inspiration to many women. Thank you so very kindly for what you do. I appreciate you. Lovely June Bay. Thank you so much, lovely June. We appreciate your presence here. I want to thank you so much. You say our party for life. Oh yeah, Jones. Thank you so much, June, for your presence here. We do appreciate you. And those of you who are joining us, I want to say welcome to my own love, Jatu Fambule. How are you? Jatu Yakune. All right, I want to say welcome to Jatu. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your presence here. How are you? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. I want to say welcome to my sister Salome Weeks. How are you? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. My regards there to you and the family. I hope you guys are doing very, very great. Thank you so much, Sis Salome. How are you? I want to say welcome to Mozart Dennis. Mozart Dennis, thank you so much for joining us. Mark Dan, how are you, Mark Dan? I want to say you are highly welcome. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Bill Chitter Thomas, thank you so much. Julie Z. Kennedy, how are you, my lovely sister Julie? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. Mohammed Fambule Jr., thank you so much for joining us. Those of you that are joining us, just make it known so that we can appreciate and recognize your presence here always. We want to say you are welcome again, and thank you so much. Let's welcome our brother, Frank. My brother Frank, how are you, sir?
I'm doing awesome, Prince, and thank God to be back today.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a while. It's been a while. I want
Yeah,
to say welcome. I'm glad seeing you. Man, how's the old man?
she's doing good. I think she might be in her room though.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And how's the ups and downs?
I mean, we thank God the hustle is fresh, and, just trying to keep out of trouble and look for the money. That's all.
Sure. Sure, definitely, keeping out of trouble and looking for the money. That's the best thing that we can do. That's the best thing that we can do. And I want to say thank you for everything you continue to do, the value you continue to add onto the platform. I want to say thank you.
Yeah.
To the Rex or the other folks. Siaka, Kiazulu, how are you? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine, Brother Siaka. I want to welcome your presence here. It's a privilege for us to have you. Again, my people, please hit for us the share button. Share with friends, share with family members. You can just, share with someone. Just tell them that Honor the Palava Hut is on, or you can just tag someone, and it's going to help us. But my brother, as a form of your introductory statement, let's hear from you. I mean, generally, how has things been, from your end?
My end is great. Just been monitoring the political atmosphere of Liberia, and also, just seeing as usual the lies and the hates, keep going on. And the funny thing about it, right? I was telling someone today, um, CDC is no longer in power, but it seems that CDC is the party still in power. Yeah,
What do you mean by that?
I mean, Brother Prince,
Yes, sir.
since the inauguration of the Unity Party, they have never gone on Facebook or on any social media or even their news media, right, to talk anything about their progress. But everything they talk about is CDC. If they didn't talk about CDC or headquarters, they will talk about CDC as a party being there. If they don't talk about that, they will talk about our political leader. And imagine, this man was in government. He did a trip, right? And in that trip, he decided to see his son playing World Cup. Okay, fine. They said while he was in government, he left the Liberian people issue and then went to go see his son playing soccer. Now, here it is. This man is no longer in politics. He's not even in government. He's doing his FIFA thing, and then came to see his son. And then Liberian people angry. I mean, some, not Liberian people. Some Liberian people, I mean, they hate us. The haters are angry for this man, and they're saying, why would Liberia benefit for coming? I mean, whether you like it or not, this man is no longer your leader. Bunker is your leader. So why should people be so angry and hateful for this man to come see his son? You didn't want this man. This man left again and said, okay, fine. Here is your country. Here is your presidency. You're taking. Then stay. Instead of you talking about your government, right? Your nation. What have you guys done for the 2 years, going to the 3 years now? They are not saying nothing, but everything, they always CDC. If to say CDC is still in party. In fact, even their various bloggers, right? They talk about CDC, then the Liberian people issues they're supposed to discuss, to talk about, what progress they are making, or asking Liberian, what do you need? Because that's what they keep the power for. But they leave it, all their bloggers, if you check on social media, it's all about CDC. So you came to power to just discuss about CDC?
You know, my brother, to just weigh in on what I've just, talked about. Like you said, you're 100% right. But again, it is proving that there were people who just hate President Weah for his achievement, not because of what he was able to accomplish or not accomplish as president. And you are right. Because to the extent, the same things that they talk about when he was the president of the Republic of Liberia are just the same old things that they are talking about. People were angry, like you said, because a president went to see his son as if he doesn't have life, as if his family is not important. And they complain, for which they said he should not be president. Let's move the man from there, because the man left the country to go see a friend and to go see his son and to go discuss other national issues. Let's move him from there. Let's move him from the presidency. These people vehemently campaign and say the man left the country. Let's move him from there. Go see his son. He get time for elaborating people. These people got angry even while he was president. Imagine that. And for which some of them, they decided to support an ailing old man who is a serious 419, a serious BM in Joseph Nima Boyka. Now that he is not the president, focusing on other things, trying to get, quality family time, trying to see how best he can be able to encourage his child to be someone that the world can depend on, they jump out again. Oh, the man. Oh, the man. So this is to tell you, look, every day that we have the opportunity to listen to our brothers, we've now come to realize that some of these people is just natural hate, as somebody would say. It's not for what he was doing wrong or what he was doing right. Because like you rightly said, my brother, look at this government is entering it 4 years. No, I said 1, I said 2. I said the government is entering her 4 years. Today, 5, 29, 26. She's entering her 4 years. There is nothing that they can talk about relative to this government program policies and implementation. No. But when they wake up in the morning, it's about President Weah. To the extent that the people at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism will have whole hour of President Weah. Even their press conferences, if President Weah is not mentioned, if they are not attacking President Weah, then it means that our press conference is not complete. But again, fellow Liberians, this is just a proof to tell you and myself that sometimes be careful how you listen to people. Be careful how you implement other people's decisions. Because some people get angry, not because you are doing the bad things, not because you are doing the wrong thing, not because you are being very, very rude, but they are angry because they have seen your achievement. What you have achieved, they are envious of it. And they believe that they must do everything to make sure that you don't shine. But nobody can stop your shine. So again, I want to say kudos to Timothy Weah, who is indeed making us proud as Liberians. Making us proud as Liberians. An American Liberian. Some of you proud to have other country national as your relations. But somebody who is son is also a Liberian and an American. You vex. He's not yet eating fried and how you call hamburger and all the greasy thing, but is here contributing, lifting up the flag of Liberia. If you look on that team, you hear the name Weah. Are we not proud of these moments? And people who have never achieved anything in their lives. People who over the period they have allowed themselves to be cajoled. People like Sam Johnson then, who can point to anything. People like Louis Creighton then, who were robbed because they were so greedy. They wanted to be famous. They wanted to have the money. They wanted to have the fame. You allow people to croak you and say they will make you to become, how you call, I don't know, bishop or whatever. and you took your money and gave it to them. Or today you blaming President Weah. You think President Weah in Army and your grandpa to have 88-story building in Liberia. You own your own. On this note, my people, I want to say welcome, join us, and let's have a wonderful time. Aloysius, you are highly welcome.
Let me just add,
Mama Blamo, you are welcome. Yeah, go ahead.
To that Sam Johnson guy. You see, let me say this, and this is not only for Sam Johnson, right? This is for the public. Let me advise the public, because I think Liberian, right? Sometimes we pay attention to politics, right? And we forget about our own benefit. Now, I think most of you watch this movie. You watch this movie here, Coming to America. Look, sometimes watch this movie, right? Don't just watch it because you want to entertain yourself. At the end of the day, right, you want to ask yourself, for the 1 hour or 2 hours I sat here and watched this movie, or I did this, right? What impact did I get, or what was the impact, on my life? Like, I can benefit from, or what did you gain from that? So, for example, the movie Coming to America, there's a part that Ellen Murphy said, we live in New York. We act like New Yorkers. Look, that talk alone, let me tell you this. Let me make you to understand what that power try to portray, right? Now, you might be an African. You have different culture, different behavior, whatsoever and thing. But when you get to an environment, different environment, right? You actually want to forget about your Liberianism, right? And then study that environment. How can you succeed in that environment? What are the people doing? Who can you connect with? Because life, let me tell you this, life holistically, right, is about connection. How can you connect with this and empower your life? How can this person benefit me? Like, don't make friend in life, and that friend, you can never benefit from that friend, but that friend always benefiting from you, and you can't give nothing, you can't go nowhere. You want to make sure you elevate yourself. So when that movie said, we live in New York, we are like New Yorkers, it doesn't mean you should go do all the bad stuff or whatsoever. Understand the terrain and see how you can survive. Now, let me say that to Sam Johnson. You see, some of you people, y'all will mind politics and y'all will mind the hatefulness of other people, and they lie to you people, and then at the end of the day, your own destiny. Do you know that? Right? Some of you people were not born with destiny. Your destiny, right, come from other people who are alive. Some people were born with destiny, and some people were never born with destiny to succeed, but because of other people's destiny, they can succeed from there. Life is spiritual. If some of you don't know, life is spiritual. Some people were never born with destiny at all, but they succeed because of other people. Now, you say you have an economy. Fine. Who do you think, if you have an economy, look at you in a soccer war, and you're looking at Josh Mane Weah from that soccer war. You're looking at even his son, Tim Weah, from that the people he's supposed to put your mouth on, or that the people he's supposed to go rub shoulder on to help you. You see, when you get business, right, you try to find people that you are allied with, that you are rub shoulder with to increase your business, to ally with you, to how people really think. How people think. Right there in the first place, things are opportunity that you are getting from Josh Mane Weah, you're not getting it again. Because what you have done, you just, and you know how they call it, like women always says, right? Born black, or you are being black and thing. You just finished, you did it to yourself. Do you think you'll go to Timothy Weah again to network? Those are the places that you're supposed to go to network. Network with Timothy Weah. You will get support, you will get circle supply and all of those things. Go to President George Mane Weah and think. Look at the walk-up. You think you talk to that man, you talk to Timothy Weah at the end of the day and think they will not be able to do something for you. But sometimes people don't think. Look at the business arena you in. You have an economy and think. There is no way you call President George Mane Weah for help. And this man don't come there. This man don't come to even talk to your how they call it, your academy player or your whatsoever and things. They will come. The next time we are come Liberia or he's coming, you get in connection with him. This man coming, he even bring him, some friends and things and whatsoever you think about. They coming to help your academy. They come, they bring in supply and things. But how you will sit down and then talk about men who have achieved and still achieving? I'm telling you, this man still achieving. The work that they coming to play today. On the 13, this man is a major player on now. That somebody like that you will play where you will come and mock. Somebody that you will take phone and they come to your aid. Let me say this to Liberian people. Like I said, some of you people are not born with destiny, but your destiny are alive. And that's why there is something called a guardian angel. Okay? So your destiny have to come from somebody else. Because they have too much destiny, they have to pass on to you. And that's just how life goes. So sometimes don't allow other people hate, right? Because they hate somebody and then they use you. You go and say something, and then you just blacken your own self. And this go to all Liberians. Sam Johnson have already limited himself because there's no way I believe he can go to President George Manneh Weah. Well, he got a good heart. You can still go and apologize to him. Maybe he might take you. Timothy Weah can stay and look at you and help you and think. But in life, let me tell you something. There are certain people you don't want to tamper with. You don't want to say anything negative, especially when you're about to say if you know it's going to ruin your own life. Be careful how you do things in life, especially when you're in a soccer arena. You have teams then there that people that you're supposed to help. You have kids that you're supposed to help. And these are the people that you will come to and ask them for help. They come to you. Not politician, you can't go to a politician, but you can come to George Manneh Weah, you can go to Timothy Weah, you can go to Timothy Weah and all their friends, then they will connect you with soccer supply, all of these things. But I mean, they just go to all Liberians. Sometimes forget about this politics and things. Study the environment and see how you can be able to help yourself.
Thank you, my brother. You put it the right way. You know, it is just unfortunate, and to just add a few words to what you've said, that some people do not even know their direction in life. A man who grades, you should be tapping in, according to you, you say, yes, football academy. The man who grades, you should be tapping in and make that particular academy a world-class academy. Not even a Liberia class academy, but world-class academy. The man who you should be going to say, look, Chief, I can tap in your blessings, tap in your resources, help me. But you sit down and talking nonsense. You sit down and spewing out garbage. A place that you cannot even sustain those who are working for you. Nobody working to that place making up to $300. Nobody. None of us work on making $300. If even that place is a place that you will call, a proper academy that employing people. The time that you should take to work garbage, you take that time to go to him and say, look, my brother, this is what I have. How can you help me so that I can achieve a dream? Or you sit down and allow yourself to be deceived and you read nonsense and you think that it's okay because you know few A and B, you can put them together. So you write. St. Johnson, you are a disgrace. But now you should be talking about how your kids are progressing in life and they are continuing your journey as a father. How they are out there. But all of your generation combined have never even reached Timothy Weah. Let lead the father. Your generation combined have not reached Timothy Weah yet. You should be looking at an opportunity to benefit from this man so that others can be able to benefit. Or you allow yourself to be used by politicians. You come and you spill out garbage and you think it's okay. Look at what President Weah have done for even the sporting arena. Because of the name of President Weah, do you know how many Liberians were able to play international soccer? Because of the name of President Weah, do you know how many Liberians were given opportunity to even go out there and sign up for teams? Because of the record he set, do you know how Africa has been looked at on the globe as far as the sporting arena is concerned? But we'll leave that for another day. But thank you. My brother, I want to display something. You know, we will hold the Unity Party on the basis of the promises that they made, not on the things that they did not promise us. No. It will be unfair to anybody and everybody for us to hold Unity Party for the things they did not promise. We can't hold Unity Party and say, well, Unity Party, why into the song and bring it down in the executive mansion? That would be unfair. Mr. Joseph Newman Boyka, why is it that you dry the sea? That would be unfair. We will ask Boyka and we will question Boyka on the basis of those things that he promised that he would do for the Liberian people. And my brother, Frank, and our family that are listening to us, one of the promises that were made to us, the Liberian people, one of the things that they ran on was that dirt was taking over the entire city. Even though we saw day and night, the Lord Mayor, Honorable Jefferson Tamakoji, getting people out there. The Monrovia City Corporation were working 24 hours around the clock. Taking into consideration the congested city that we are having. Taking into consideration the challenges in logistics and all these other things. But we saw a vigorous approach by Jefferson Tamakoji to ensure that we have a clean city. To the extent at certain time, when there was this particular, let's say reinforcement of the law, that people should not put dirt anywhere and everywhere, and some people were arrested, this opposition, they made politics of it. So why you gonna do that? Why you gonna do that? They promised the Liberian people that when they are elected, dirt will be a thing of the past. We'll not see dirt no more. That Liberia will be one of the cleanest cities in West Africa or in Africa. But my brother, I want to show you something, and I want to play it. To our audience, I want to say, hit for us the share button. Let's play this. Watch this.
Anytime they were on the street, we are on the go party. They put you so come for every 2-3 days. But Joseph Wakatan, a week blow the roll, they can't come for it. That would be fine. I'm quality and money. But they were not really let them do the job that time. The street were not let them get one on the street. But Joseph Wakatan would rest in a real center of Broad Street. You can get sent, but what would you? For over the time, over our food, we eat. Who can when they read for the yesterday, we not for. Well, all the people that got us up here.
The people here will judge here because no way to find solution in the first place. We will start to get settings error to find your children. They feel a very difficult. Now, so next one I move for your everything. Every day I bring you take for starting in the morning, we take it in the evening because of it there. So then we can't want to say make it will declare the make it move for in the day. And even before Sunday make it in my dollar food, I think Ophelia will show you the food, so maybe she will send it to you or you just see it for yourself. Each one of you what are you selling with barrel? You on the ground paying $50 every day for the death of it. But for people support that they meet us say get west, they can go. For let that be no get your customer because capacity some put me money the worry their nose for me. Even Hellington no there were on the main street there. They were down to the riverside. So we actually they were stay down. Now they put a brolly there and put on the street. And then even though market here you will say cartoon in there. But tailoring material come here. We say charcoal come here. Come not there come here. We not pay my we have 1 year old bill. Pay cost. All the building that I pay that there come here. I think 1 year you saw on this boss named holiday. So on a 4-hour the train holiday, you talk it on the side like it's hot. You eating up. But soon you cloud it there. Now small flat. Nowhere to eat. Buy your own food. You honey yourself just for flat. Nowhere to eat. We suffering. They have to find solution for us. Now some food dying slowly, but let there be.
we go talk and they're not doing nothing about it. Only after we think about our condition, think about the thing, think about the air we take it. Every air we take it is contaminated, but they think about it. All they think about is that the money. Even say they can't take it, they say, oh, have money, they will like take our market and everything. They even think about our health. Every blessed day, the message and declare one all over it. Only after the money. They make out to pay $50 every blessing.
Every day. You mean the way you're sitting in the dark here, they will come to you for $50?
So they say, the way they say, every blessed day you can pay $50, you can pay so much, so that they get which all year they make it, you can clean it. We even show it to them, sometimes they come like they all cheap. Every day that you start to take it from the chairman are not working, only after money. Where you try to talk your own people, you to express yourself, like you talking behind their back. You don't want for anyone to speak for yourself. But like for everyone to be silent and close our mouth on the thing, we're talking about help them. And the chairman want the court for the debt to come here. The leader now holding the market, they want the court for the debt to come here. It's that what all of it.
The audio is too much. Sometimes if I stay small and move, if I stay small and move, so I will most player like something like 1 hour or 2 hours. I stay small. A woman being to be passing on a beautiful road like this, and this kind of thing will be here. But this is a busy road, and I believe the Nigerian government they are making a lot of money here. For people that will come to buy for this place, some of them will call and want to ask you question due to the deaths and the order. They will tell you, say, I'm going to come back. We will see them.
My brother, I want to show something here to our people. Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Just bear with me. Okay, fine. This was an article that was published by the Unity Party people, John Siafa at the time, in 2019. When you look at the article, they talk about how the city was very dirty, how in fact the place was like this. Here is it. Liberia Capitals becomes the dirtiest city under its youthful city mayor, Bluff Boy, Jefferson Koji. That was the Unity Party headline. This was sponsored by Mayor John Siafa. This was what they wrote. They say Liberia Capital is the dirtiest under a youthful mayor, Bluff Boy Jefferson Tamakoji. Why it is true that there were 24 hours work. You listening to the people themselves. It's not something that I am saying. You listening to those people. They are not politicians. They are not your normal politicians. They ain't get no talk show. But they were explaining to journalists what they saw during the Ellen time, what they saw during the President Weah time, and what they are seeing. These are their headlines. My brother Frank, where are we? The people who promise that they have the expertise. We saw during the election time, in fact, they had how you call Green City for Joseph Numa Bueka. They were doing massive cleaning up. They told the Liberian people that, oh, they're taking over. You people, your health are at risk. But here is it, my brother. You listening to the people themselves. Not me, not you, not the commenters, but the people themselves. You listening to them. The people say, in fact, the day before it used to be in the dump site, there were areas allocated to put there. But now, they took the dirt from the dump site, they put it right in the middle of the road. They blocked the road. The last time it was you and I that were here, we're talking about Center Street, where they had to block the road. They pour cement on the road because the dirt has taken over. One street now is blocked. Now, Broad Street, the major street, one of the major streets in the Republic of Liberia, where when visitors visit Liberia, we boast of the Broad Street. The day, if any, taking over. My brother, let's hear from you relative to this. What happened? What is going on?
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. You see, let me just digress for for the sake of those who believe in the Bible or who read the Bible. And then I will get into something here. For those of you that read the Bible, right? The Bible says, never speak evil of thy brother. Never speak evil of your brother. Never hate your brother in your heart. Never have hate for your brother in your heart. And it also says, never lie or falsely accuse your brother. You see, all these are commandments. All right? All these are commandments. In fact, the entire Bible is commandments. It's telling you what to do and what not to do. That's everything about the Bible. There's nothing in the Bible that says everything in the Bible is about what to do and what not to do, right? Now, you see, and the same Bible says, right, be careful of how you treat others. Simply, it says, one who lead into captivity shall go into captivity. That means anything you do to another person, right? Be expecting what you did or what you are doing to someone. It will come against you double. It will come against you double. That's why when someone say God is a just God, it means God is a God of justice. So that's what it means, because justice is just a short form of just, right? Or just is a short form of justice. So when they say God is a just God, it means God is a God of justice. All right? Now, you see, everything they accuse or they talk against about President George Manneh Weah government, Liberian folks, pay attention. Now, if you see this government, the opposition or Liberia are not falsely accusing the government. No. For they falsely accuse the George Weah administration. But with their government, no one is falsely accusing them. You see, with George Weah government, these folks that are in power pay people to take the trash on the street. Pay people at night to take the trash and spray on the street, because in the day you will see the street fine, but in the night and then in the morning before you know, yes, it's trash all over. What you see with this government, no one is paying anyone at night or whatsoever to put trash on the street. They themselves are confused. They do not know where the trash are coming from. Second, you see, it is a government that also at that time in opposition accused President George Manneh Weah of breaking Burkina Faso. You see, the Bible says, be careful of how you accuse or falsely accuse your brother, because it will come back forth, all right, to backfire on you. These are the people that falsely accused President George Manneh Weah that he brought Burkina Faso in Grand Jida County and you are training Burkina Faso in Grand Jida County. You see, in their government, no one accused them or falsely accused them, but on their watch, Liberia was invaded, or Liberia have been invaded, and up to now, they went to Lofa County. How shameful it is! They went to Lofa County, they did not reach to that place. The Guinean who are invading the place today, the Guinean soldier or army are there. Joseph Boakai did not go to that place because it is a no-man land. You can't go there. It is not a Liberian land now. It is a Guinean land. So Boakai did not go there to prove to the Liberian people that, listen, I am the man. I am here in Lofa County. Whatsoever the Guineans are, that the Liberian soldier there, he never went there. There is no update. You accuse George Manneh Weah that he have foreign soldier in Grand Jida on Liberian soil. But with your government, truthfully, not an accusation, we have foreign soldier with foreign flag on our land. You see, what am I saying here, Brother Prince? Let's get to the trash. What I'm saying here is everything just fall in place. There are some people, you see, on this earth, we all come with different blessing. You see, these people can read the Bible, right? The Bible, then they will tell you, say, oh, be careful because the Bible says you can't say this against the man of God. Now, somebody may not be a pastor, but also they are anointed. They are blessed. You can't lie on them, because if you lie on them, what will come against you, it will be, plus of what you are saying. Now, there's a guy, a man that I friended with from the other side, right? He's an ex-Marine. He was in Liberia 2 months ago. I'm telling you people now. This man came back and he said to me, Frank, and African American, and this, I think, was his first time in Liberia, a retired Marine, his first time in Liberia. He came back. He said, Frank, the city is dirty. He said, what? How is the city dirty like this? I mean, all over, in fact, they said downtown Monrovia, I know Broad Street and thing, it's dirty. It doesn't sound like Broad Street. You know, in the diaspora, when you tell somebody downtown, you know, when you say downtown. So he's telling me, I went downtown. What you call downtown? It's trash. It's like the who. It's like the ghetto. How can downtown be like the ghetto? And this man been traveling all around, by the way, not just Liberia. He been traveling to other African nations, because he do something. I'm not going to discuss that. But he came, he was like, downtown look like the ghetto. And you call that downtown? And he was like, Frank, I'm not saying this to look down on Liberia. But I went downtown and the trash. It doesn't look like human being live there. And then he was like, what is the government doing? Do you have city authority? What is the city authority doing? What are the city employees doing? Are they not paying people? I mean, is the government not seeing it? I mean, downtown, does the government not pass downtown? The president convoy, where does the president convoy pass? And let me be frank with you. I said to him, those are the educated people in power. I'm not even going to mention my word, because that's what they said. They are the educated people. I said to him, those are the educated people in power. Because the uneducated people that were in power, they were trying their best. But the educated people, bad people, who went and start putting trash on the street, and then when they do that, then they will take journalists, people who have cell phone, they call them journalists, and then go and take it, and then put it on Facebook, and then say the city is dirty, the government is not working, the city mayor is not working. But with this, he's not paying people. For the lady to say, even their food that they cook, they saw mercury in it, maggot in those food that the kids were eating. Come on now. And government said that. You see, these are the things we were saying. And Boakai will come to the diaspora. Boakai will travel and then say Liberia is clean. Boakai travel here. He talked to a university that he paid for how they call it an award. Boakai told the people there that Liberia is clean. Liberia is one of the cleanest cities. Liberia is free now. Liberia, things are normal. People are doing a normal thing. Businesses are booming. People are employed. You think these people, they seeing these things? The city will be deadly like that, and then you say investor will come. You will not find investors. You will not find investors there because, first of all, you don't have good healthcare system. People go get bread, they die right outside there on the street. You don't have good healthcare system. And I told this, my friend, those are the educated people. So if you went there 2 months ago and you came back, you said the city is dirty. In fact, Broad Street is dirty, it's like a ghetto. Then I don't know, because those are the people that we put in power, we depend on, because they are very educated when it comes to sanitation, right? They know, in fact, these are people that were in the diaspora here, right? When it comes to sanitation, they have all recommendation. In fact, these people put recommendation forth even before winning the election. And that's why the Liberian people saw that, you know what? Then we will move President Josh Manuel Weah. We will move Jefferson Koji. We will move this team. We're going to remove these teams and then bring a new team with this fresh idea. And these people had the blueprint, everything that how the city was going to look like. Overnight, they were going to make the city look like Dubai. Overnight, they were going to make the city look like Rwanda. In fact, they said Rwanda was not clean. They will make Liberia, Monrovia, the cleanest city in the world. And now you telling me you just came from Liberia 2 months ago and Broad Street looked like a ghetto. He didn't meet his wall. That's what he said to me. And he said, when you talk about Broad Street in the United States, you know what it means. When you talk about downtown, you know what it means. But I went downtown. Downtown looked like a ghetto. And I said to him, these are the people who have the connections. These are the people who have the connections, because that's what they told the Liberian people. They said George Weah did not have the connection. George Weah was in it. Those are the words that they used. Over time, until they got in power in it. I know that was a new word they invented in it. Because they couldn't speak no other words but in it. They couldn't speak no other word, but George Weah was not a presidential material. But today, George Weah is a leadership expert, leadership material for the entire world. Today, as we speak, George Weah resides over FIFA, and FIFA, he resides over the entire world. But Liberian people saw that and said, this man cannot manage a small, tiny nation that you can just put in your palm and squeeze. But today, the same man that they said he was not a presidential material, this man is leading the entire world. The entire world listen to this man. The entire world, this man speak to the entire world, and the entire world listen and keep silent. And today, we brought the leadership expert. Today, we brought government in power that are educated, all right? Government that are experienced. Experience, and your city look dirty. Like, you see, we told Liberian people, Boakai is in his 90. And most of these people that were in the diaspora asking their people not to vote for George Weah. If they vote for George Weah, they will not support their people. These are people, most of them work in a groom home. These are people, most of them work in this very agency. Do you see 90 years old man taking care of himself or herself in this groom home, in this agency? These are people who are there changing diapers. These are people who are there reminding people you need to take your medication because they got dementia. But they sat down here and look at a 90 years old man and say a 90 years old man can decide for their future. Me, I should look at someone who have already outlived their future and then say, this man can dictate to my future. This man know what I need to get in this 21st century. This man know, in fact, I listened to Matt Jabatel, right? Recently, a video that he made. He said, Boakai does not have strength. He was explaining something about how they remove him. He said, Boakai does not have strength. Look, these people know it. Boakai does not have strength. These people know it. Boakai have dementia. Boakai has schizophrenia. And when you have these things, like, look, folks, we're not saying as an older person, we all will get old, we will reach the last stage, we will get dementia. We will lose, some of our five senses and things, or six senses. We will lose it. This is not to say we try to denigrate or look down on your president. No, it is the reality. It is the reality. Do you see 90 years old? That's why 90 years old, 80 years, they are in groom home. They are in nursing facility. Because these people cannot make decisions for the future again. So they put them somewhere and pack them somewhere for people to take care of them. All they have to do is, you put them in car, you take them to the park. You bring them back, they sit down inside. All they have to do, sit down to the window there, and then look to the window, be looking outside and looking at things. That's all they can do. They either tell you, take me to the park, or they either tell you, take me to the store And then just to go walk in a store to feel happy. It's not like they didn't go shopping, but you just walk there in a store. That's the life of these people. That's the life of Joseph Iman Boakai. And you took him and put him in power. A man that is on a stage to speak, and he did not speak. And time for him to speak, he decided to walk away. They have to go bring him back like a child. No, come back. Sit down right here. That your time to speak. Where you going here? And then he came and he said, oh, that's a protocol. A man who's supposed to tell people, say, this is the protocol. But he's asking the bodyguard, oh, if that's the protocol have changed. I mean, how do you expect for things to be normal in your life? How do you expect for things to be productive in your life? Folks, this is not politics. It is the reality. We're not making up story here. We're not making up story. So where is the cleanest city? These are Liberians who are complaining, not us. We are playing video and just saying these are Liberians who are complaining about the city being dirty. These are people who are traveling, going to Liberia and coming back telling us, you call that place downtown? Downtown that look like ghetto. And then this man telling me, does the president pass downtown to go to his office? I said, yes, he passed there. Yes, the vice president passed there. Yes, the pro tempore, they all passed there. The senator, representative, they all passed in those places. And he said, you call that place downtown? I said, yeah, that downtown. He said, no, that's ghetto. Imagine that. This is Monrovia, the capital city. Somebody traveled there. For the first time they came out, they said, no, it's a ghetto. You know, it's a shame on the city mayor. It's a shame on the government. It's a shame on local government authority. Shame on all of them. Because these people sat down in America here. They said they got a connection. In fact, they said they already have the budget. They said they know how to lobby. They said Jefferson Koji did not know how to lobby. Jefferson Koji was just there. He don't know how to take care of the city. In fact, they said when they come there, in fact, they already have cars, trucks, for drum trucks to carry dead and all of those things. They had these things. And now they got there. Where are the drum trucks? Where are the connections that they had? In fact, they already have budget about the city, about trash, about people they're going to hire. Where are the budget? Are you people saying on the budget? Because everything President Josh Manuel did, everything Jefferson Koji then did, you all say I was Liberian people money. And you see, and that's the question I keep asking. Then what are you doing with the Liberian people money? Because everything we are there, President, we are there was about, oh, that the Liberian people money. And so what? The Liberian people taxpayer money. And so what? So now you guys are there. What are you guys doing with the Liberian people taxpayer money? Because President George Manuel Weah did it. At least you testified that he did it and it was Liberian people money. Bravo to that. At least you all said it was Liberian people money. He was building road, you said he can't do it. And then later when you saw it, you said Liberian people money. He built hospital, he said he can't do it. You saw it and you said that Liberian people money. I mean, he did all of these things, build parks. You said you were not going to do it. And then later you said that Liberian people money. But now you guys are there. What are you guys doing with the Liberian people money to clean the city, to build parks, to build hospital, to build roads? What are you guys doing with the Liberian people money? So we agree, Josh, we are using the Liberian people money and he was productive. But what are you guys doing with the Liberian people money and the city is dirty to the extent people cook their food and flash sit on it and then maggot in the food and they eating our food. These children eating, they don't even know maggot in it. The parents have to see it and say, no maggot in the food, don't eat it. Imagine that. Imagine, in fact, brother, just imagine people that get well water as a rain, all those trash, those garbage. Imagine what going in those well water. And imagine those seeing well water. People are going right by there, putting those well water, and then cooking, and then drinking. Imagine that. And you don't have good healthcare system in that place. Imagine a rain. Imagine all these debt, debt going in our area in those well water. Because everybody live on well water, so to speak. Imagine when it rain, what going in those well water, those drainage, everything going in our well water. And then they're going to fetch our well water. People are going to drink it. People are going to cook with it. People are going to take bath with it. Imagine the disease. Look right there. Look there. Imagine what they are putting in them. Imagine what they are putting in them. It is sad, Brother Prince. There's a rescue government, folks.
Thank you so much, my brother Frank. You know, as you are narrating the story about what is unfolding, I try to retrospect and I'm thinking about how terrible our country is under Joseph Numa Boyka. Look at this huge pile of dirt in the middle of a major street. This is not just any kind of Babati community rule. This is in the heart of the city. Where this dirt is about, let's say, maybe one would say about 7 minutes drive to where Joseph Numa Boyka office is, the executive mansion. From Broad Street to the executive mansion. Let's say approximately 10 minutes drive. Depending on where you will pass, how the traffic will be. Let's just put it at 10 minutes. 10 minutes drive. This is somewhere around 9-minute drive to where you have the lawmaker office. This is about, let's say, 11 minutes drive to where you have the Monrovia City Corporation. This is about, let's say, 6 minutes drive to where you have the GSA, to where all of the trucks, according to them, they say the trucks are parked for sanitation. So where this dirt is parked, you have less than 10 minutes drive to get to all of the authorities that can ensure that this place is in the right position, the right condition. Imagine the main street. These are some of the things that lead to what we call traffic congestion in Liberia. Because this place is completely now blocked. This place is blocked. Car will not pass here. But keke passing there now. You can't find taxi passing. That keke now passing. How will a government that claims to be one of the most competent, qualified, know the Liberian people problem, 42 years of experience, be so dirty to the extent that our streets are now being taken over by dirt? How? How will a government that boasts of having the international connection, the expertise, the people who can do the work, allow dirt to defeat them? How? Look at the dirt. Look at this thing, my people. You look at this. Look at the feces. Look here. And what is even more annoying is the people are paying for this dirt to be removed, my brother Frank. If they are not paying, we can understand, say, well, but the people, they want to contribute. The people are not paying anything. So therefore, how will we move this? But according to what the people are saying, every day, everybody in that market, they collect $50 Liberian. 50 Liberian dollars. Daily basis. And now on how you call weekly basis, as every day, according to the lady, every day they collect $50 Liberian. The Monrovia City Corporation told them, I pay the money. We can't take it from here. Fortunately, they will come to collect the money from the Liberian Marketing Association. And at the end of the day, they will send no truck there to go and remove the dirt. Now you can see our city is polluted. You can see why sometimes people die mysteriously in a place. Because look at this kind of area. And that is one of the most populated places you have in Monrovia. That's one of the most populated places you have. waterside, people passing, inhaling some of the things that are not even supposed to be inhaled. Because the way the dirt is packed there, other people taking advantage of it now. They can put some other things that are hazardous in that particular dirt. People will put things there that at the end of the day, if care is not taken, like you rightly said, and when you look there, especially in Central Monrovia, most of the area the people use well water they can use. They use that well water for some other stuff, Some of them even use it to drink. And look there, those dirt that are packed there, rain is falling. Look at the season we are now in. The rainy season we're talking about. A rainy season we're talking about in like this time here, in fact, we know the dry season, the rainy season. Climate change has affected the weather to the extent that it just bring anytime. You get kids in those areas. How can this government be so wicked on the people who elected them? So what happened to the connection that you boasted of yesterday? What happened to the money that you are taking from these people? Now, when we say to the Liberian people that Mayor John Siafa, this is the mayor. Let me show you a picture, my people, for you to see him. This is Mayor John Siafa. Here. Now look at John Siafa. It's almost like a son to the First Lady Katumu Bweka. They brother collecting money from all of the billboards you see in Monrovia and its environs. They John Siafa man. Every billboard that you see on the street, people can say, it's a sambo. Every signboard that you see, John Siafa get people who collecting the money and reporting it directly to him. But he's not able to keep the city clean. When you look at him, you say, yes, he will clean the city here, and the place will be none or second to none. But look at how the city dirty. To the extent that even at the Monrovia City Corporation, they have Monrovia City Corporation, the place is bad off. The MCC, that place that students used to go for programs, that place that students used to floor that place. Even at the MCC, how you call the city hall, you can no longer even take a good breath to that area. Certain portion of the building now is locked. People can go there because the dirt has taken over. Dirty government led by a wicked old man. It's unfortunate, my people. But my brother Frank, I want to play this video. And I want us to have our take on this video. And anytime I reach to this video, I can feel so how bad. I can feel just very terrible. A lady took her daughter to the hospital because this child was sick. Why the lady wasn't feeling well? When the lady went to the Redemption Hospital, she asked the nurses to admit her daughter while she go get ready, rally some money, bring family members so that they can be able to pay. They were brave enough to look at the woman and say, no, we can't admit your daughter. The woman seeing her daughter dying in your hand and she's crying, told the nurses and say, yo, please help me. My daughter is going. You just admit her and put whatever medication you need to put on her. I will be back. I will take care. They refuse. The mother, imagine the heart of a mother. That old man could not stand to see her daughter dying in your hand. And for true, her daughter was going. Say, hey, ma, dying. Hey, ma, going. Hey, ma, going. And before you could look, bam. The girl fell. She was gone. The pain was so much that it intensified. That the old man too, she could not even bear see her daughter of almost 20-something years old dying right in her arms. What nurses are around, what doctors are around, but they are refusing to take care or they are refusing to step in because this woman did not pay the fees that government have leveraged for her to pay. But this was a Joseph Newman Boyka who told the Liberian people that every Liberian will have health insurance. Every Liberian, there will be hospitals built in every community. Sophisticated ones to take care of people. But let's watch this video as this person narrates.
So we are currently here at Redemption. This first body you are seeing with the green laptop is the old man who brought a girl in the orange lap bed. And when they arrived, Redemption people requested for money. And they said no bed and no money, she will not be treated. The old man instantly fell. As we speak now, the two people are lying lapless right before the main gates of Redemption. So
what we're doing here, what we do is for you. And you can't just be sitting there and say anything that people do is all right. It's not all right. It's going to change.
So you saw the video. That was the whole video. What Joseph Numa Boyka promised the Liberian people doing his campaign. Let's listen to this.
Whatever we're doing here, what we do is for you. And you can't just be sitting there and say anything that people do is all right. It's not all right. It's going to change. It's going to be for your children's future. It's going to be for good schools, good medical services. Every community will make sure they will have good medical services for our people. And you will begin to see it. You will begin to see it. And people who work in those places, they must make sure that they will work in the interest of the people and they will be paid. We have said that we will come up with medical insurance where everybody go to the hospital, they will be treated.
Excuse me. My brother Frank, you listening to the video of a lady and her daughter dying right in front of the hospital. Not far away, but right in front of the hospital. Dying right in front of the hospital. You're listening to Mr. Boyka promising the Liberian people will ensure to build hospitals, clinics in every community. In fact, we will put a system in place where every Liberian will have medical insurance. You go to the hospital, doctor will take care of you. They will cater to you. My brother Frank, let's hear your take on this issue.
You know, thank you so much, Brother Prince. You see, again, let me just go by again and remind Liberian people. You see, you know, after the elections, right, when Boyka was announced as the president of the Republic of Liberia, some of us felt sad. And on the other hand, people went on social media were saying, you know, how we were defeated, how we crying, how we this and X, Y, Z. And we came out to say, we are not sad because we got defeated. We are not sad because the election got rigged. We are sad because of what is about to happen to the Liberian people. We are sad because Liberian people are about to cry. The sorrow, the frustration that is about to come to the Liberian people. The tension that is about to come to Liberian people. The judgment that is about to come to the Liberian people. The unforeseen circumstances that is about to come to the Liberian people. The hardship that is about to come to the Liberian people. And we say, these are the reasons we are crying. These are the reasons we are frustrated. These are the reasons we are sad. Because a live with me, I have good medical care. I live in one of the best developed countries in the world. So if I am sad because of the Liberian people in Liberia. I am sad because someone who have been taken out, this person should have been the one to stay there to continue to do the right thing for the Liberian people, but that person have been removed. So I am sad, not because of my own personal gain, because I have one of the best medical care that I can go anytime, anywhere. I'll be treated. I'll be safe. So if I'm sad, it is because of these things, these reasons. These are the reasons why I'm sad. Because you just elected a man who does not care about the Liberian people. And today, we can see the manifestations of our sadness. Today, we can see the manifestation of our frustrations. Today, we can see the manifestation of why we were crying. Today, we can see the manifestation of why we did not show appreciation for this government to be inaugurated. Today, we can see the manifestation, not that we hated this government, but we dislike Bouakai to be president because of the calamity that was coming and that we are seeing today. You see, when this government got elected, we told the Liberian people from the get-go that this government has already failed. Because after all these things were said, in every community, there will be paved road. In every community, there will be hospital. In every community, there will be good schools. And everyone will have access to good medical care. And he said, you will see it in no time. And he said, those people who will be working there, he will make sure those people work accordingly, like a medical experts for Liberian people. Henceforth, going forward, right after the election was was announced or result, a journalist asked Bouakai, you campaigned and you said all other things that you were going to do for the Liberian people. And you said you were the most experienced person, and you said you knew about the Liberian people situation. And you said if anyone is to solve the Liberian people issues, it is you, because you've been in government for X amount of years, and you have those 42-year experience, and you have studied the Liberian issue critically. And all the complex issues about the Liberian people, you knew about them. So, in no time you said you were going to start. How swiftly are you going to start with the Liberian people issues? And Bouakai answered was, we are going to have task force who are going to interview Liberians to know about the Liberian people issues, to write down about the Liberian people struggle. Bouakai told the journalists, as I stand right now, I do not know what the Liberian people are going through. I do not know their struggle. I do not know their issues. So we are going to create a task force that will go in various communities, various streets, various counties, and then come back and report to me about what they need. At that point, folks, these are the things that make us sad. These are the things that make us cry, because we knew what was coming. After this man have gave all those promises, and then just to ask him how swiftly he was going to start, and he said, as I speak, I don't know what the Liberian people are going through, but we have to create task force to send them in the various communities to ask them about what they need and what they were going through. So you did not know about it, but you told us Liberian people did not have hospital. You were coming to create hospital. You did not know about it, but you told us Liberian people needed insurance, medical insurance, good insurance. You're going to provide it in no time. You did not know about it, but you told us in every community there will be hospital, there will be clinic. You told us there will be schools. People will come and get, sound delivery. They will be treated with good medical care. You told all these things. And then later on, you told us you never told all these things. You have to send people in a community. These are the things we were sad for. These are the things we cry. These are the things we shed tears. These are the things we shed tears because we knew what our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, our father were going to go through for the next 6 years. These are the reasons we cry. These are the reasons we shed tears, and we are still shedding tears. Because we still got years to go. We still got months to go. We still got days to go. We still got weeks to go. We still got hours to go through these frustrations, this agony. But yeah, Boakai will come to the diaspora. He will tell people Liberia is okay. Things are normal. Things are better. Things are better, but we see pregnant women dying right outside there when nurses are refusing. How can nurses refuse when Boakai told us Liberia is fine now? Healthcare is free. But nurses are saying, no, healthcare is not free. No, the president said, if you don't have money, we cannot treat you. But Boakai will come to the diaspora. He will tell people healthcare is free. And then pregnant women go to the hospital. They give birth right outside there. That's not the first time. It happened there. They have to surround now this lady and they deliver her right outside there. And here it is, a mother and a woman died because of Boakai negligence. And not only that, an unborn baby, 3 people Boakai killed in a day. 3 people, the mother, the grandmother, and an unborn baby. Boakai killed them. Because he lied to the people that he was going to provide free health care. And then when he comes to the diaspora, he said, free health care is there. And then when the people go to the hospital, the people say, doctors or nurses say, no, there's no free health care. And then the people are saying, but Boakai told us these things are there. That's what we voted him for. But under his watch, a grandmother died, a mother died, an unborn baby died. Another person that should have been the president, that baby. Another person that should have been a vice president, that baby. Another person that should have been a senator, that baby. Another person that should have been a representative, that baby. Another person that should have been a world best for Liberia, that baby. Another person that should have taken Liberia on the world stage, that baby. Boakai did not give a second chance to that baby. All Boakai did when he came to power, the healthcare facility that he said he was going to provide was plastic chair. Boakai provided plastic chair to J.F. Kennedy Hospital. Boakai provided plastic spoons to JFK Hospital. What a shame on this government of Joseph Imam Boakai. What a disgrace on this government of Joseph Imam Boakai. 3 years now going to 4 years. And you say in no time, you are going to provide these things for the people. And they were so excited. And they were so happy. They were jubilating. They were running all around the place. And they said their Messiah have come. But there was one thing that you said. You are a devil worshiper. They did not get that clear. But today, they can see that indeed you are a devil worshiper. Because it is manifested in their eyes that you are a devil worshiper. Today, they can see it vividly that you are a devil worshiper. Because you said it. One who dances with the devil, that means you are a devil worshiper. We are not saying these things because of hate. We are not saying it because we dislike your government. But these are the promises that you made. And you see, we are not even asking you to do the highest or the hardest promises. We are asking you to do the easiest promises. Healthcare, for God's sake. Free education, for God's sake, because you said no child will be left behind and no child will be seen sitting on the street. Everyone will be in schools. But today, the last time we checked, this is Boakai removing his free tuition policy. But again, as to that, I have nothing to say in it, absolutely. Because it was the same Liberian people who were saying to George Manneh Weah, nobody asked you to get a free tuition. Nobody asked you because we did not tell you our parents can't pay. We did not tell you that our parents cannot afford. Our parents can afford to pay our tuition. Those are the worries of the Liberian people to George Manneh Weah. How can you be so ungrateful? And to date, you are seeing the result of those words that you spoke. Some of you are Christian. The Bible says, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what comes from your mouth. Because everything that comes from your mouth will manifest. And you knew these things. You know these things. And you spoke these things in existence. And today, we are seeing it. We told you people, a man who this country has served for all those years, he have nothing to show. This is the man that you depend on for your future. We told you people, a man who served for 12 years and earned over millions of dollars. In 2017 or in 2018, this man gave power. In the same 2018, he got broke. In the same 2018, he said he started borrowing money just to survive. Those are his worries. I go to IB Bank to borrow money to survive. And then you put such a man in power. What do you think he's coming? He's coming to survive. He's coming to pay back his loan and then survive on whatsoever things he gets in return. We told you people, Boakai is not a man that gave back. Because if Boakai was a man that gave back, how many people in Liberia I can tell you Boakai sent me to school? Boakai did this for me. Boakai did this for me. How many people? Not one. We told you people. We told you people, be careful what you wish for. And today, it is very unfortunate that we can do nothing. It is unfortunate that we can do nothing because the reality here is the previous government, George Manneh Weah government, you could go and call George Manneh Weah. He come to you. He listened to you. You talk to him. Yesterday, George Weah took the executive marshal to you people. Yesterday, George Weah took the marshal to the community, to the market women, to the Pempe Rada. George Weah took the executive marshal to you people. In fact, he even took it to the University of Liberia, but yesterday, Soup said, no, we don't want the executive marshal there. We see President George Manneh Weah that will stone him. In fact, yesterday, when George Weah said government official will take their offices to you people, no, Soup said, no, don't come here. We don't want to see no government official here. We will stone you. And then you listen to political parties, political leaders like Darren DeLong, who said, we have stone. We will stone the president convoy and Soup, a student union body. You allow these politicians to use you people. The first time ever in the country history for the executive marshal to walk to you. Because yesterday, from 1822 or 1847 up to 2018, was the very first time ever in our country history for the executive marshal to walk to you and you dislike it. You neglected it. And you said you did not want it. And today, the executive marshal can no longer walk to you. Today, you can even go to the executive marshal. That alone for the executive marshal to come to you, but you can even go there. You will meet our police brutality. Yesterday, the executive marshal walked to you and you gave the executive marshal your petition, your request. Today, the executive marshal can walk to you and you can even walk to the executive marshal with your petition, with your request. You will meet our police brutality. Yesterday, students could have said anything they want to say. Yesterday, students carried their petition of what they wanted at the university, at various schools, in their community. Yesterday, the executive marshal walked to them and asked them, what do you need in your community? What do you need as a market women? What do you need as students in your various schools? What do you need? The executive marshal did work. But today, the executive marshal cannot come and you cannot even go there either. Today, you can even read a petition. You know, I watched a video about this little girl that was talking about a project that was coming out. And they wrote a petition to give it to the government or the president. The video is there. But she said they were humiliated. They didn't even see them as human being students. Students. These are the same. In fact, she said, and you see, sometimes when you cheat, don't think you are cheating someone else, right? If you cheating me, don't think you are cheating me. You might be cheating yourself. This little girl was explaining. She said the 2023 elections, she was not even 18. The 2023 elections, because that video just came out, and she said, I just turned 18. So that means 2023, she was 17 or 16, going to 17. And she said her parents allowed her to vote. And I said, how can your parents allow you to vote at the age of 17 when the voting age in Liberia, it says 18? How did that happen? The election commission did not see that. The election commission did not see that, and they gave you voting cards. And she said her parents forced her, 16, to vote for the Unity Party for the 2023 election. And she said, I voted for this party. And she said, my parents were under the ring in Pupu Water. They forced me, my mother and my father forced me to vote. And she said, I was not even 18. I just turned 18. So that means 2017, she was 16. Or let's say 2023, she was 16. Because this is 2026 now. And she voted at the age of 16. The election commission did not see her birth certificate. They gave it to her because they knew they was going to rig this election. And you see, and she said they'll carry petition to give it to the government because they want to help. And they looked down on them. They never helped them. In fact, they saw them as what you are doing here. They saw them as prostitutes. According to her, they saw them as prostitutes. They saw them as people who wanted to give their body. And they never got help. They humiliated them, insulted them, caused them, said all kind of things. And they came back home. She was frustrated. This is the government that gave you people promises of what they were going to do for you people. You see, everything that you did and you thought you were, you see, President Josh Manuel Weah said something when he was president. He said, if these politicians were doing the right thing for Liberia, I wouldn't have been president. If they were doing the right thing, I wouldn't have been president, and I was never ever going to have the intention of running for president. He said, but they were not doing the right thing. They are not doing the right thing. And I'm seeing my people suffering. And I'm seeing my country keep going backward. Imagine a nation that say it is the oldest independent African and West African nation whatsoever. 179 or 78.
You know,
but it cannot provide a basic necessity for its citizens.
I know.
among one of the poorest country in the world. I mean, among the 10th country, poorest country in the world since 1847. So he said, if these people were doing the right thing, I was never ever going to become president. I was never ever going to have the thought of becoming president. He said, the time I retire, I should have stayed in Europe and work and get better job. And you can see the man is not in power again. He's not president. He left your presidency. He left your political party or political whatsoever. See where he is. He told you people, he's not a man that will go out of job. He came there because he wanted to help his people. He came there because he still had the strength and the energy to help his people. He came there because he still had the connection to help his people. And he told y'all, minus Liberia plus Liberia, I will still get a good, better job and be out there. And you see it. He said it, and today you see it. I saw him in the presidency. They told him the same now, come to us. Because a prophet is not respected and yet won't come.
I know.
We were just looking at him. They said, Liberian, if you guys are stupid and remove that man, the way we will run with him. And you saw it the moment he left the presidency and they took him. Because you do not know his value and other people know his value. The world know his value.
And the thing is, my brother Frank, the thing is, like you are saying this, right? Joseph Nyoma Boyka was in power for 12 years as vice president. He retired from the vice presidency. This man could not even be given a local consulting job in Liberia as vice president. I mean, a local consulting job. Most of the vice presidency around the world, they have themselves in either some kind of big international, organization as some kind of consulting or something like that. Or they're doing their own hell of big businesses and other stuff like that. But when this man left the vice presidency, he became a beggar. He could not even use a skill. He always boasts that he's an agriculturalist. He said, oh, I'm an agriculturalist. But he could not even use his agriculture skill to be able to help himself or his family. He could not use the agriculture knowledge that he have acquired to even help himself, but rather he was crediting from one bank to another bank. This was the man who said that he's knowledgeable, but no international organization could even ask that let this man work for us. But like you say, look at what happened. That's what President Weah said. That's what we'll continue to tell them. Look, President Weah is a blessing to Liberians and to Liberia. Look at just what you're saying. Look at the few days. The man left the presidency in less than no time. Look at what happened. He is serving as the entire world governing body for football. He is the head of racism. You know what you're talking about? You know what you're talking about? The whole world? I'm not saying Africa. I'm not saying Europe. I'm not saying Asia. We are saying the whole world. Because FIFA is all over, it's in the whole world. So he is wow. The chairman of FIFA racism to ensure that sport is played with respect, to ensure that everyone who plays the sport, they are respected, no matter their creed, no matter their color, no matter the language that they speak or whatever. Look at how people value this man. You see, look, when you read the book, right? This guy, this man book, how you call Ola Rotimi. I think Ola Rotimi. He said cola nuts, I think it is Ola Rotimi also. Cola nuts last long in the mouth of those who value it. So you see, when you go in the interior, right? When our people eating a cola, they can eat that cola with star. They can eat it with star. Because they know the value of it. Because they know how important it is. Yeah, is it? We as Liberians, the men who we insult, the men who we say all kinds of things about, today he is being celebrated. Today, the world is looking at him to make a decision. Today, the world is looking up to him to be able to make football a better game for everybody. Kola nut lasts long in the mouth of the people who value it. You and myself, we don't value him. We sit down and we say nonsense about him. We sit down and we say all kinds of mess about him. We sit down and we just talk garbage about this man. Things that we don't even know about him. We just say garbage about him. But look at today. The world is celebrating him. The world is looking at him to set a standard for football, to set a standard for everybody participation. My people, some of us that know the value of this man, we will continue to support him so that Liberia can be a better place. For those of you who don't know, continue to remain an idiot. Look at this man, how he is celebrated. As we speak now, he is here in the US. He is here, meeting with other world leaders. Why you get idiot then sitting down somewhere? Oh, the men are doing nothing. Oh, the men are doing nothing. Oh, the men are saying nothing. Oh, the men are saying nothing. Even while he is out of politics, President Weah, whether you like it or not, is not participating in politics for these few months until otherwise order. He will not. But even while he is not participating in politics, he still being celebrated. He is still giving to the world. You think the presidency was the most important thing that you gave him. But look at today. He is now the president of the FIFA Racism Committee to tell people how to play. You see, President Weah is now teaching people how to live with each other. He is telling people how to behave with each other, how to accept each other, how to be accommodating to each other. The man who you say, you get respect for him. The man who you will cross on Broad Street, the man who you will go down on radio station, some of the radio station can't even cross Morovia. You will go there, you insult him. You use all kind of funny language on him. Or you use funny languages on him. Look at today what is happening. He is celebrated in the world. People happy to see him. People are standing online to see this man. But you get idiots who are depending on government money. Some of these people, they can never survive when you take them and put them in private sector. That's why they're running beyond government job. They sit down and they said nonsense about this man. Look at the main policy today. We are seeing it. The economy, look at the economy. When President Weah was there, he ensured that there were subsidies given to rice importers so as to reduce the prices of our basic commodities. Look at the transportation fares. Under President Weah regime, we're not producing gas, but guess what happened? The transportation fare was about less than what we have now. We value President Weah. We will support him because we know that if we support this man, he has a better plan for Liberia. That is nonsense that you people say about him. My brother Jake, my brother Frank, it's over to you.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Brother Prince. You see, and these are the things we continue to say, right? You know, I even watched a video today, Brother Prince. Look, when this man enter, oh my God, he's like a magnet. The whole, like, everybody just stood up and then pay attention at him. And these are not Liberian. Everybody stood up just looking at him, walking, going, passing among the people. How he was being honored. This is the kind of man that almost every nation won. Because especially African nation, they know the kind of help they will get. They know the kind of thing they will get in their country. And you go take this man from power, Liberian, because of hate. And you see, let me say this. Some of the same very people that were in the diaspora, they were working, cleaning people poo-poo, cleaning people butt. And then telling their family not to vote for George Manneh Weah or President George Manneh Weah. These are the same people regretting today. These are the same people regretting today. And you know what? You know what I will say to these people? You are very selfish. You are very selfish because you live in a developed world. You got almost everything at your disposal. And then people in Liberia who don't have the opportunity, who have somebody there that you are giving them the opportunity. But because your hate for a man, you told people in Liberia not to vote for this man. And they couldn't vote for this man because they feel they depend on you for the 1 cent, 2 cent you sent to them. They couldn't vote for this man because they feel the 1 cent, 2 cent you sent for them. So they were afraid to vote for this man. Because you threatened them. You told them if you vote for this man or if this man win, you will not get fine from me. You will not get any support from me. And because of that, they have no choice. You were very savage. You live in a developed world, you got almost everything. You go to the hospital, they treat you, they're not asking you to come and pay damn. Some places you do co-payment, $10, $20. Some places no co-payment. Nobody, in fact, you don't do co-payment, they're not asking you, they're not telling you you have to pay co-payment before we treat you. They're still going to treat you regardless what. You live in this kind of place, in this kind of world. And you have somebody there for the very first time that was building hospital all around the place. For the very first time that was giving opportunity to Liberian. For the very first time someone telling Liberian you will now be a spectator in your country. But here it is today, Liberian have gone back to the 1822 to the 2017. From 1822 to 2017, where Liberia was spectator. And this man came, he said, Liberia will no longer be spectator. And we saw that. The executive mansion was taken to. We saw that government was taken to us. Government was taken to you. And you said that in the diaspora here. With all the opportunities you have, somebody try to provide housing opportunity to your people. And you said, no, you don't want it. You told your people not to vote for this man or else you will block their support. And today, you sit down and you regret it. And then today, these are the same people that are coming and telling people that President George Manneh Weah is not talking. He disappointed people. No, you disappointed the people because you told the people not to vote for a man that look up to them. A man that see that he wanted to do right for the Liberian people. You told people not to vote for this man. And then today, you want to say President George Manneh Weah is not talking. He's silent. No. Yesterday, you said you were going to take the power away. So you yourself, you had a major influence. You played a major influence for this man to lead the presidency. So you now should be the one to tell Boakai, Lord, listen, I told people not to vote for Weah. I told people to vote for you because I told you if Weah win, these are the things I was going to do. This is my action I was going to take. And today you won. You people in the diaspora should be the one to talk, to advocate because you people put your people in a calamity.
Sure, definitely.
You people participated in the death of that pregnant woman. You people participated in the death of that grandmother. You people participated in the death of that unborn baby. You people participated. You people have blood on your hands. You people have blood on your hands. And it will come back. It will back to it. I believe had it been President George Manneh Weah, that woman was not going to die. That woman was not going to die, her mom was not going to die, and the baby was not going to die because she was going to be treated. She was not going to die. She was not going to be abandoned on there. She was not going to be abandoned and left alone. Because that's what the first time it happened. Another pregnant woman, after they brought us out there, and they told her, Boakai said, you shouldn't enter. They told her, Boakai said, you can't enter. They told her, Boakai said, you don't have money, we can't treat you. That's not President George Manneh Weah. So I believe, had it been the regime or the administration of President George Manneh Weah, that grandmother should have been alive today, that unborn baby should have been alive today, and that pregnant woman should have been alive today. But all of you have blood on your hands. All of you have death on your hands because you are contributed to it.
And you are right. You are right, my brother. You are right. Those people who were talking, oh, President, we are incompetent. Oh, let's move the man. These are the people now that say, oh, they can't talk. Why political party can talk? Why will political party talk when you took a decision? That's time for you to talk. That's time for you to talk now. This is about time for you to talk because you took the decision. You went to the polls. You know, sometimes when I sit down and listen to people who say, oh, their political party there, you know, they are coming waiting. They're supposed to be talking. They're supposed to put people on the street and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes, you know, we get frustrated, but we also believe that they brought it upon themselves. So they must stop. Because you get the power. When you read the Constitution, it states all power is inherent in the people. The people have the right to change any government that is now working in their interest. The people have the right to alter any government that they feel that is not in their interest and to put in a government that is for them. So right now, they are the ones supposed to be talking. They are the ones supposed to be talking, but they are not talking now. They are not crying. Oh, hey, political party can tell, oh, political party can tell. Hey, when we were in the trenches, in the butches, in the ghettos, telling you, take the right decision for your children's betterment, for your betterment. You say, no, you're not listening. When I want me who can dance buka. Okay, the man who can dance buka, at least you used to afford food to eat. The man who can dance buka, your children were not massacred in Kinjo when they made noise. When your children go protest, police will come outside, they will bring food, they will bring cold water, they will eat. But this time around, the man who not dancing buka now, when your children they come outside to come protest, you can tell the army police, oh, shoot them. The old man who tell you now, you get 42 years experience, guess what happened? When your communities are without police, we tell you, people, you know what happened? You're on your own. It is unfortunate. Today, the calamity that we are faced with as a people, as a nation, we call for it for ourselves. We will go through it. It reminds me in the Bible story about the children of Israel. When God told them, when they were leaving from one land to another, they were leaving from Egypt to the promised land. And he told them, obey my commandment. Do what I tell you. And it shall be well with you. You will eat the fruit of the land. You will eat the good of the land. So when they say, no, the people will do our own thing. We want our own thing. Where is it? At the end of the day, majority of them, according to the Bible story, that were older, they died in the wilderness. They could not see the promised land. We told you that these people are a bunch of crooks. They are criminals. Some of these people, they were nothing. But they lie to you with strong more. These people, they lie. They use flesh and lie to you. Some of you believe it. To the extent that people lie that President we are begging him with 3 kidney passing around. 3 kidney. Can you imagine this nonsense? Some people believe that, yeah, oh, you know what? And President we are, and all the women that are in the government that you are sleeping with, all of them. Anybody that woman, you are sleeping with them. Look at this kind of nonsense. Oh, President, we have to 16 billion and carry to you. He take the container, you put it down there. Oh, that what government money will eat it, like you said earlier. And I want to buy from this. Now it is your government money. Waiting may you not eating it. And your government money. When Koji used to go to program and decide to maybe help the young people. I remember he went to a school one time. The student council government invited him. And Jefferson Tamakoji was able to give those young people for their school project. He gave them almost about 100,000. It was a big issue. People start talking. Oh, you see, the man eating the money. Oh, the money. When McGill gave people scholarship, when McGill gave children scholarship in Bon County, you see, not easy. Oh, there you now. The last time we saw a little boy on Broad Street, he was begging that people should help him. Our children are no longer going to school. Those schools can no longer cater to our children. When you go there and get money, they pull you also. Joseph Newman Boyka that said our children will not sell on street. Go and look at the amount of children that we have on the streets now. It is unfortunate. And that's why we say Joseph Newman Boyka is a crook, is a beard. This man lied that he knew nothing about the project in Lofa. Say he know nothing about the project in Lofa. Yet today where we are, only for people to go and find out that project, you use government money. And I want to say kudos to the ANC for writing the LACC to investigate that particular project. Oh, my brother, I want to say thank you, man. Let's go to you so that you close us from your end.
Yeah, thank you so much, Brother Prince, and thank you to the viewer. I mean, not even the viewer, to our community. Thank you so much for tuning in and for being here. As you can see, right, and we have been saying this. This is not a platform of opinion. This is not a platform we come with lies. We don't lies because you know what? We know one fine day we're going to be in government too. So we want to be truthful to what we say here to you, what we bring out here to you. We don't go and manufacture information. We don't go and manufacture lies and bring it here like how they did it. Yes, we are opposition political party. Yes, we are the government in waiting. But unlike them that lie and lie and lie, and then at the end they came to power, they don't know how to govern them. They don't know how to, do connection and those things. We are not going to do those things. It is the Liberian people themselves who will decide, okay, to say, you know what? We don't want a unity party. We want XYZ party to come in. And we are saying these things, and you can see clear. This is not even about politics or to say, oh, they are opposition people, they're just making noise and things, right? We are just speaking the obvious. The obvious that was spoken during the campaign. The obvious that was spoken when Boubacar said he was the most experienced political figure, all right, in the country. And he said, if anybody is to recognize, if anybody know the issue of the Liberian people, the complex issues, it was him. Okay, it was him. And you see, these are the same people. They took since 1847 things, all right? Since 1847 things that Abura been fixing. Road issue, healthcare issue, human development capacity issue, infrastructure issues, right? Since 1847 that was never built. They took it in 2017, they said it was George Manneh Weah. They said all the things have never been happening in the country that George Manneh Weah. And you see, let me say something here, sir. Even I will just close with it. I will just close with it. You know, people are ranting all on Facebook that President George Manneh Weah did nothing when he was playing soccer. But let us be frank here. Since I started reading history about Liberia, Liberia never had a good soccer team on an international platform or international level. It was the George Manneh Weah era. Let somebody come prove it wrong. It was the George Manneh Weah era that Liberia became known when it comes to soccer on a world stage. So what happened since 1847 that Liberia got independent? What happened since 1847? Liberia got independent before even George Manneh Weah was born. Up to the time he was born, all right? And then up to the time he starts struggling for his own career to make way. What happened? I'm not talking about Ayi and Barotin. I'm talking about the world stage. No one, it was under his era. And even as that, we're talking about wartime. We're talking about wartime. What a government at that time that was providing money when Lou started coming play. We're talking about, at that time it was wartime. Charles Taylor was not even president. Because people were saying Charles Taylor gave money, Charles Taylor did no. That time Charles Taylor was still rebel. Wartime, when Lou started playing, then all the warring faction will come together. No enemy. Unimo J, Unimo K, I don't know, LPC, all of them will come together and watch a game. And then after that, then they split, they go to their various war law fashion and whatsoever and thing. Who was sponsoring the Lone Star team? There was no government. Government was dissolved. Not Doe. Doe was dead. Not Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor was a rebel leader. He was not a government. No government. So who was providing financial support? Was it the FA? No way. FA did not have money because war was in the country. FA never had money to mobilize nothing. In fact, most of the game was not being played in Liberia. So what was the stadium that was there before people were going to pay money to go to the stadium? People were even scared you go to the stadium before they can't shoot anything. So most of the game were being played outside of the country. So who were paying those money? Was those players then on a team that was putting money together to say, I'll go play? George Manneh, we have money. But you people are so ungrateful, and that is why some of you people, your children will never succeed. Because the hate in you towards this man, that hate will be transferred. As a DNA will be transferred onto your other children. It will be transferred onto your other children. Instead of you people using your children, right, to be inspired by this man, you will not do it.
Thank you.
Oh, now do it.
Thank you so much, my brother. Let's play this particular commercial. Fellow Liberians, as you may be aware, July 29th to August 2nd will be the CDC USA National Convention in Philadelphia. Let's take this.
I have a dream. Barack Obama said, change, yes, we can. And I, George, we have said, power to the people. Yes, we must.
Get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision.
Nina Kuya, thank you. Helena Ba, want to say thank you. Ruth Badio, thank you so much. DJ Pack Dave, thank you.
All said from July 29 to August the 2nd in
Envision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention.
Now said from July 29 to August the 2nd
in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders,
Adams Washington, thank you so much,
and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for strategic policy dialogue, CDC USA leadership elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tier Wanto, Mrs. Willamida Sadie Tarp, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kaba, Councillor Gamonde Clinton, Civicus Basigia, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Leto Abraham Moiba, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring nights with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and POXA, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania
from July 29 to August the 2nd.
Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement, be a part of the vision, be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org
or contact the convention committee at 301-383-6874.
CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come, renewing for results.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.